So you've learned some one-finger chords. Just moving one finger back and forth allows you to again play hundreds of three-chord songs. We've been using the key of C as a compromise so we can include as many learners and instruments as possible in our first sessions. You'll want to spend your limited session time making music rather than having to constantly explain which finger goes where in different keys. The object of this course is to quickly play by ear, without song sheets. So what we're going to learn next are patterns, or progressions. What you've been hearing so far is the 12-bar blues progression that was the foundation of rock and roll. Once you get a feel for it, you can jam along to most rock songs. But we can't count on all our songs being in the key of C, so eventually we'd want to transpose to other keys, and for that we need to add more chords. That means using fingers in shapes like these. As you can see, a traditional ukulele course might have you trying to memorize dozens of these. Then you still have the problem of knowing when to change them. No wonder ukulele groups print out song sheets. But the pros use different methods. They learn patterns. Each generation has had a distinctive 4-chord pattern. We mentioned the 12-bar blues. The 1920s also had ragtime, the Charleston, and 5'2" Eyes of Blue. You still hear this progression in country music. Look for it in Blue by Leanne Rimes and Stand By Your Man. Then the 4-chord arrangement in songs like Tiptoe Through the Tulips and White Christmas caught fire right through the 50s. It's heard in every teen ballad and became known as the doo-wop, named after street corner harmony songs. This sequence added a minor chord at the 6th position, hence CFG became C A minor FG. We can do this with our one-finger chords merely by adding this note for the A minor chord. Add one more finger and we now have a more distinctive F chord, or use the one-finger version. Now we have C, A minor, F, G, and several ways of playing it. But we can't always sing every song in the key of C. Besides being boring, it might not fit our singing. So you'll no doubt have to briefly introduce the concept of keys. The root of the key is easily determined by ear. It's a note that can be hummed all the way through the song, and it always fits. So let's use our key of C for example. The 3 chords C, F, and G are described as Roman numerals. In an octave of 8 notes, the numerals stand for the position. So for the key of C, the first note, C, is 1, F is 4, and G is 5. So the C-F-G 3-chord sequence is described in the abstract as the 1-4-5 set. It's easy to transpose this pattern to different root chords. We won't need so many keys. The key of C plays well with instruments like recorder, xylophone, and harmonica, but we can use some of the same chords to create these other keys to suit our singer's ranges. So our simplified set will be, this set gives us a full range, and we only need to memorize 7 easy chords from the set. And don't forget, you can use the open strings for the C chord, so that knocks it down to 6 chords to memorize, but D, E, F, and G can just slide the same bar shape up and down, so that really only leaves A to learn. The guitar is pretty similar. So Elvis was probably right when he said he only needed 3 chords. With just that easy collection of chords, we can play countless folk, blues, and rock and roll songs in 5 different keys. That should suit any singer. So our next assignment is to transpose the key we used with CFG through the other keys.